Hi everyone, my name's Sham. I'm one of the co-founders of Provably. I'm going to show you how it's super easy to get started with Provably to protect your data and to run verifiable analytics on that sensitive data. So you can find Provably on our website. You just go to Provably and then click Try Provably. It's free to create an account, and then once you've verified your email, you're straight in. There are four things here for you to get started with. You can manage your data sources, which is connecting to any public database that you have. In those databases, you can curate the tables and columns you want to make available for verifiable analytics, and then you run your analytics. And once you run your analytics, you can generate a proof that it has been run correctly and completely. And then, of course, those proofs can be verified. Let me take you to the first step. As soon as you go in, we've actually left an example data set here for you to just to see what that looks like. But you can add data source, put in the name of the database. We currently only support Postgres. We're planning to add more, but you can also tell us if you have specific databases in mind that would be helpful for you. Just put in your host URL and the port, and then you can pretty much authenticate into your database. When you click on schema, so in this case, it's a database called hospital data. It's a public database. And there we have left you a table called patient records. In the patient record, you can see the columns, the column name, the column type, and you can add more, remove them, and have different tables and so on. And that's pretty much the data sources. Now that you have that, click on query, and it's super easy to get started to run a verifiable query. In a future release, you can actually just type out the SQL query that you want, and as a data owner, you can connect or you can invite others who through API or through their own Provably account can run analytics on your data. In this release, it is just yourself connecting to a public data set and then running analytics on your data. Just for you to get the concept of verifiable analytics with zero knowledge. So to get started, you click on hospital data, which is the only data available to you. Choose your table, patient records, and then choose the column on which you want to run your analytical operation. At the moment, we support sum and count. In the next release, we'll have more SQL aggregations. I'm going to choose name just so that we can do a count on, I will, because it's a string, you only have access to count. I'm going to choose count. So how many patients over a certain age is in this data set? So if I use the filter and use age, I can put a greater than and then put, for example, 54. So now we're ready to run the query. There it is. Select count from that column or count from that column from that table where the age is greater than 54. Let's run verifiable analytics. And there you are. That was almost instant. The analytical output is 447 patients. And we can also now generate a proof. There you are. There is a proof. And on this page, which is the proof page, you can see the history of some of the transactions that, some of the queries that have been done. Download the proof, click on verify, and just drag in from your, drag in a .provably file, which is a proof file, and click verify. This is just going to take a second or two. One of the things that we've started to do here is add some metadata to the proof file. So because the proof itself isn't human readable, what you can understand here is that the proof is valid, when was it created, the query, and the query result. And the verify, of course, in the future will be independent. It doesn't have to be on Provably's own systems, run by us. It can actually be run by anyone. And you can also imagine that we're going to add more and more things, more and more metadata, like which data set did this come from, which API did this come from, and so on and so forth. So when you get a verifiable proof, it's going to give you a lot of confidence in trusting the result that you have, that there were 447 patients who were above the age of 54, and now you can trust that. That's all in this release, which is Provably V1 Alpha. And just click here on this little bug to tell us if you find any bugs, or to request any features, or if you have any use cases in mind that you would like for to try this out on. We can also give you a dedicated version and potentially even a supported production version. So just reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, excited to see what you can do with Provably. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.